Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve our skillrack daily challenge using Python programming language. Before going to logic, if you didn't subscribe to our channel, then subscribe right now and make our work more meaningful.
Let us solve today's DC using Python programming language. The program must accept an integer n and n string values and an integer k as input, and you have to do operation for k times. That is, we must shift the middle L-2 characters upwards among the n string values, where L is the length of the string. The program must accept an integer n string values, and an integer k, and it must do some operation. It must shift the middle L-2 characters upwards among the n string values, where L is the length of the string. Now let us consider our first test case. Here k is equal to 1. So the middle characters in the strings are given. So let's consider a variable called a temp, and let us store the middle characters of the first string to the temp. So ODIN will be stored to the temp. And now let us paste the strings here, and after pasting we have to shift the middle characters. So ODIN should be replaced with the next string middle character CROS. So let us copy, and for the second string we must replace it with the middle characters of the third string. So XPER will be here, and for the third string we must replace it with the middle characters of the fourth string. So FFIC will be placed here, and for the fourth string we must replace the middle characters of the fifth string. So RAVE will be replaced here, and for the fifth string we must replace it with the middle characters of the first string, that is temp here. So ODIN will be here. So this will be our required output if k is equal to 1, means if k is equal to 2 means we have to repeat this for 2 times. Let us implement our logic using Python 3. We must get the input integer n from the user, and we must get the strings. So we must get another input. Let us store the string values in the strval, which is equal to input of input dot strip for ctr in range 1 comma n plus 1, and we have to, this strval will store the string values, and finally we have to get another input, that is integer k. Now we have to calculate, that is a k which is equal to k modulo n, because if n is equal to 5 means it should not be repeated again. So we are just calculating k modulo n. Now let us use a for loop for ctr, which ranges from 1 to k, and let us assign a variable called temp and store the middle characters of the first string. So str val of 0 of 1 to -1. This will store the middle characters of the first string to the temp. Now let us use another for loop for index which ranges from 0 to n-2. Here we can also use n-1 because the last case is exclusive. So str val of index which is equal to str val of index of 0 plus str val of index plus 1 to -1, that is the middle characters, plus str val of index of -1. Here we are just storing the middle characters of the second string to the first string, and the remaining characters of the first string we are just concatenating them. Now after printing for the fifth string, we have to print the middle characters of the temp. So str val of -1, which is equal to str val of -1 to 0 plus temp plus, that is temp is nothing but the middle characters of the first string, plus str val of -1 to -1. This is the modified fifth string, and finally we must print the n string values.